I think the past year has been surprising. Lots and lots of surprises. For one, I didn't know if I'd ever really finish the book, but I did. Thanks to my friends at Blue Hat Publishing who pushed me. But Dave, you were the first one to push me. As I've said for a decade, you've been saying write a book. The response has been amazing. I wrote it mainly for children's ministry leaders or organizational leaders, and the response from parents surprised me, talking about surprises, how much they felt seen and heard by it. So that was fun. I've gotten to meet a whole bunch of cool people, gotten to do some really fun projects with amazing organizations. That has been fun. I have traveled a ridiculous amount of time, ridiculous to where I often don't. One time I headed to the airport. I knew I was going to Texas, but I wasn't sure if it was Houston or Dallas. But I looked at my boarding pass and I knew. But that's been kind of fun in my kind of retired life. Another thing that's been surprising and really hopeful is people really do want to create spaces where every child belongs. They really do. Some of them just aren't aware of how some of their actions actually do the opposite. They aren't aware of how if there's a reason behind kids' behavior. So, yeah, it's been a fun year. And we added a new grandchild to the mix right around the time we launched the podcast. So that was fun.
It's a full plate.
Yeah, it's been good.
Yeah, I think that we were talking before we started recording, and you said something like 38 guests, 41 episodes. Yeah. There's a whole other batch of interviews that we've done with other cool people. Like, I know rationally, let's see, there's the emotional and then there's irrational. I know rationally we've done that many. It just doesn't feel like it. Like it's felt less because it's been fun, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it's been really fun. And also in the midst of all that, Dave, we recorded an audiobook. The audiobook is out now. Boundless Hope for Every Child is on Audible. And you were the producer of that. You sat and listened to every single word over and over again. So thank you for that. And I just want to say about the podcast too, the podcast would not have happened without you. I remember having lunch, I think it was like October, November, talking about book launch, and you passed this stack of papers across the table to me as far as what I needed to do to launch the book in a good way. And you said, and we'll do a podcast. And I'm like, we'll do a podcast? Like, I don't know how to do a podcast. And I think basically you said, well, you know how to talk and ask questions, and basically that's what's happened, and you've taken care of all the rest. So thank you, David.
I did try to encourage you over the years to write the book. And at the same time, you wrote the book. So you're the one that did it. I encouraged you. That's great. And it doesn't happen unless you do it. And you did it. And as far as the marketing stuff and the plan and all that, I've been in your spot before where you've put a ton of time and effort into making a thing. For you, it was the book. And the thing that you get surprised about is there's a ton of effort in making the thing, but then you have to put an equal amount of time and effort into telling people about the thing.
Right.
And that's at that point, if you're almost done with making the thing, you're pretty tired because it's like this is the thing that you want to make it good. It took time. It took a lot of effort. Then you wanted to make it better, and so if there's a surprise at the end of that of oh gosh, it's done now. Great, I can just put it out there, and then people are going to hear about it because it's so good. And it's like, there's and then there's this whole side of if you're good at making things, that's the skills and abilities to then promote the thing or talk about the thing or talk about yourself. Like that's a whole different skill set.
Whole different thing. Yep.
So just from that perspective, it's like, well, how do we, I knew where you were going to take the book, and then I got to see the book. And it's like, well, what's the plan to get it out there? So then the people that, where's the generational change? How can that happen without people finding out about it? Mm-hmm, and I'm encouraged just getting to hear some of the stories through you. I just think there's a lot of positive generational change that's going to happen because of a lot of people are going to be influenced, or even if they don't directly read the book, they're going to be impacted by it. And the people in the communities putting the time and effort serving their communities, and the stuff that comes out of it. So, and then all the people we've gotten to talk with, or you've talked with, and all the people that you've gotten to talk with about what people are already doing and how those takeaways can influence the broader community. It's been fun.
Yeah, it's been really good.